everyone, I am Megha from Master in Maths and today is the last lesson for the chapter quadrilateral or parallelograms. So today I am going to take some more examples based on the parallelogram and the basics and the properties of the parallelogram I explained in my previous videos. For that link you can check in my description. As today is the last day, so I will attach one test paper also. For that link you can check in my description, and if you are not able to solve any question, you can reach out to me by writing on my comment section. So friends, let's start with the today lesson.
Hello everyone, in today's lesson I will take some questions based on the parallelogram and its special type, that is rhombus, square and rectangle. So let's start with the first question. And the basics and all the properties I covered in my previous video. For that link you can check in my description. So we are going to start the first question. We have a parallelogram ABCD. In this we have given angle A is equal to 3 times of angle B, and we have to find all the angles of the parallelogram. And the same figure they have given the length of AB is 5x minus 7 and the length of CD is 3x plus 1. We have to find the length of CD. So for this, let's construct a parallelogram and we'll name it as ABCD and we'll mark all the given parameters. So it's a parallelogram A, B, C and D. This is a parallelogram. So in this what we have given, angle A is 3 times of angle B, means this angle is 3 times of this angle, right? And we have to find out the value of angle A, B, C and D. In the same they have given AB is how much? 5x minus 7 and CD they have given 3x plus 1 and we have to find the value. So for this we have to find the value of x. Now in this, let angle B is equal to x. As we don't know how much it is, then angle A is equal to 3 times of angle B they have given. So we can replace angle B with x. So we can write angle A is equal to 3x, right? Now in parallelogram we know a property, the sum of the adjacent angles are supplementary, and here angle A and angle B are adjacent angles. So we can write angle A plus angle B is equal to 180 degree, as this is one of the property of parallelogram that we already explained. Now angle A is how much? 3x. Angle B is how much? X plus is equal to 180 degree. Now 3x and x will give us 4x is equal to 180 degree. Now we have to divide 180 by 4. This will give us value of x, that is 45 degree, right? So it means angle B is equal to 45 degree and angle A is 3 times of 45, that is 135 degree, right? Now we have to find out angle C and angle D. Here in parallelogram we have one more property, opposite angles are equal. So it means angle A is equal to angle C and angle B is equal to angle D. This is one of the property of parallelogram. And we already find out the value of angle A, that is 135. So that means angle C will also be 135. And we find out the value of angle B, that is 45 degree. That means angle D will also be 45 degree. So here we find out all the measures of all the 4 angles of the parallelogram. The next step is we have to find out the value of CD, length of CD. Now in the parallelogram opposite sides are equal. This is one of the property of parallelogram only. So that means AB will equal to CD, as these are the opposite side of the parallelogram. AB is equal to CD. AB is how much they have given? They have given 5x minus 7 and CD they have given 3x plus 1. So we can equate these two values. Now we can simplify it. So we can transpose the like term one side. So we can transpose 3x to the left hand side and 7 to the right hand side. It will come as minus 3x and it will go as positive 7. So 5 minus 3 will give us 2x equals to 8 and x is equal to 4. So by putting the value of x in CD, we can find out the value of CD. CD is equal to how much? 3x plus 1, and in this we can put the value of x. X is how much? 4. So 3 times 4 plus 1. 4 times 3 is 12. 12 plus 1 will be 13. So it means the measure of or the length of CD is 13. So this is how, while solving the question, we use different properties of the parallelogram. So we should know all the properties so that we can use in our question to solve it. Let's do another question. We have a figure. In this we have two parallelogram, RISK and CLUE. And we have to find the value of this angle, that is angle X, and we have given angle K is 120 degree and angle L is 70 degree. Now in this we will use the different property. The first property is the adjacent angles of a parallelogram, the sum of adjacent angle will be 180 degree. So it means angle K plus angle R will be how much? 180 degree, right? Now we have given 120 degrees. So clearly we can find out angle R is equal to 180 minus angle K, that is 120 degree. It will be equal to 60 degree, right? Till here nothing is, we did nothing. We just use a property, the sum of adjacent angle of a parallelogram is 180 degree. Now if we talk about the parallelogram RISK, in parallelogram angle R will be equal to angle ISK. ISK, that is, if we talk about, if we mark in the figure, that is this angle will be equal, as we are talking about the parallelogram. I am putting the dotted lines over here so that you can have idea. We are talking about the parallelogram, this parallelogram. So in this parallelogram, these are the opposite angles, and we know opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. That will be equal to 60 degree. That what we can write, opposite angles are equal, right? Similarly, if we talk about the parallelogram, in parallelogram CLUE, angle L will be equal to angle CEU. Now let's mark it by the dotted line. Here we have the parallelogram CLUE. So in this angle will be equal to this angle, right? As why these are the opposite angles of a parallelogram, right? Now let's mark this point as O. We have triangle EOS. In triangle EOS, we know sum of all the angles of a triangle is 180 degrees. So it means we have the value of angle E, or we can say OES. We have angle. How can we write the three angles of this triangle? Angle OES plus angle OSE plus angle EOS, and value of angle OES is how much? 70 degree, and angle OSE is how much? 60 degree, and we have find out the value of this, that is X, and that we can equate to 180 degree. Now 70 plus 60 will be 130 plus X will be equal to 180 degree. That will give us X is equal to 50 degree. So the unknown angle that we have to find out, that is X, will be equal to 50 degree. Next question we know the two adjacent angles of a parallelogram. We have given two adjacent angles of a parallelogram equal, and we have to find the measure of each angle. Now for this, we have a parallelogram ABCD and they have given two adjacent angles. Let in this angle A will be equal to angle B, as angle A and angle B are adjacent and they have given two adjacent angles are equal. So we can say angle A and angle B as given in the question. Now we know the property of the parallelogram angle A plus angle B being the adjacent angle will be equal to angle A plus angle B will be equal to 180 degree, as these are adjacent angles, right? So this is the property that we already know. Now angle A, they have given angle B, so now we can put the value of angle B as angle A, that will be equal to 180 degree. It means twice of angle A equals to 180 degree. Now angle A will be equal to 180 divided by 2, that is 90 degree, right? Now angle A is equal to angle B, that means angle A and angle B both are of 90 degree. Now opposite angles of an parallelogram what? Equal. Opposite angles are equal. That means angle A will be equal to angle C, as they are the opposite angle, that will be equal to 90 degree. Angle B will be equal to angle D, that will be also equal to 90 degree. So it means all the angles of this parallelogram is 90 degree. Next question we have given two sides of a parallelogram are in the ratio 5:3 and we have given its perimeter is 64. We have to find the length of its sides. So in that question what we can do, we have given two sides of a parallelogram in the ratio 5:3. So let two sides of parallelogram is equal to 5x and 3x as they have given in the ratio. Now we know the perimeter is equal to twice of length plus breadth. So in that case one will be the length and one will be breadth. Now we can put the value, let length is equal to 5x and breadth is equal to 3x. Now we can substitute these values in this equation 1. Let it be 1. Perimeter, how much they have given? 64. 64 is equal to 2 5x plus 3x. Now we can take this 2 in the left hand side in denominator. That means 64 divided by 2 is equal to, we can add these two numbers, 5x and 3x will give us 8x. 64 divided by 2 will give us 32. 32 is equal to 8x and x will be 4. Now we know the value of x is 4. So it means length will be 5x, that means 5 times 4, that is 20, and breadth will be 3x, that means 3 times 4, that is 12. So it means the sides of the parallelogram are 20 and 12 centimeter each. Next question we have a parallelogram ABCD. In this we have two right angle triangle, that is BEC. Let me mark it with the dotted lines, that is BEC. In that angle this angle BEC we can say is a 90 degree, and here we can write angle CEB is equal to 90 degree as they have given in the question, and angle ECB is equal to 40 degree, that is also given in the question. And we have to find out the angle B, that is the X, angle D, that is Y, and we have to find out the Z, that is this part. Okay. Now let's start by applying the different properties of the parallelogram. We are going to use many properties of the parallelogram over here. So first of all, take triangle BEC. In triangle BEC, the sum of all the angles of a triangle is 180 degree. Sum of all angles equals to 180 degree, right? That we already know. So that means angle BEC, or we can write CEB, plus angle ECB plus angle CBE is equal to 180 degree, and we write over here angle BEC or CEB, how much they have? 90 degree, plus ECB we have 40 degree, and the angle CBE or angle B we have marked as X, that is equal to 180 degree. So from here 90 plus 40 is 130 degree, plus X equals to 180 degree. Now X will be 180 minus 130, that is 50 degree. So here we use one of the properties. Now the next property, in parallelogram ABCD, the opposite angles will be equal. It means angle B is equal to angle D, right? So here the angle D is equal to angle B, that we find out right now, that is 50 degree, is equal to 50 degree, and in the question we marked it as Y. So this is the value of Y, that is 50 degree. Now next property, sum of adjacent angles of a parallelogram is what? 180 degree. That we also know, sum of adjacent angle is 180 degree. That means angle A plus angle D will be 180 degree, and we know the value of angle D, that is 50 degree. So we can put in this angle A plus 50 is equal to 180. So from here we can get angle A is equal to 130, right? Now in this figure we can see angle C is a combination of three angles, that is this angle that I am marking with the green color, this angle plus this angle. If we write out in the notation, that will be equal to angle, first of all angle DCF, right? Angle DCF plus angle BCE plus BCE plus last is angle ECA, or we talk about in the terms of FCE, we can write FCE, that will make angle C in whole. Now from this we know some of the values. We know angle BCE. Angle BCE is how much? 40 degree, as they have given in the question. So we can put the value of BCE. Now next we know, okay, before this we have to find out one more value. Now let's consider the triangle DFC. So let's take in triangle DFC, right? Here we have some of the angles of a triangle is 180 degrees. So we can write angle DFC plus angle FCD plus angle CDF is equal to 180 degree, and sum of all the angles of a triangle is 180 degree. In this we have given angle DFC is how much? 90 degree, and we know the value of Y, that means angle FDC we know it is 50 degree, that we find out just now. So we will find the value of angle FCD. Now we will put these value 90 degree plus angle FCD we have to find out, and CDF we have find out 50 degree, that will be equal to 180 degree. Now we will add these two, 140 degree plus angle FCD is equal to 180 degree. Now angle FCD is equal to 40 degree. Now this value we will put in our previously that we were writing. So here we can put this value, FCD or DCF is the same thing, that is 40 degree, and we will find out angle FCE is equal to angle C, that is 130 degree, as angle A and angle C are equal, the opposite angles of a parallelogram. Now we can find out this value, angle FCE. So here 40 plus 40 will be 80. 80 plus angle FCE is equal to 130 degree. So angle FCE will be 130 minus 80, that is 50 degree. So here we find out all the angles that mark in the question, that is N, that is Z that we marked it. So this is how we are using the different properties. So in today's lesson, I took some of the questions based upon the special kind of the parallelogram and the parallelogram. If you have any specific question and if you are not getting anything in my video, if you got stuck in something, you can reach out to me by writing down on my comment section. And friends, if you enjoy my videos, don't forget to like and share. And if you are new to my channel, then forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching my videos.